What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having a great day because it's about to get worse. So, we got some news here, and I don't like it. Don't like it. Obviously, mentioned it last week. I told you, got that text, and didn't like that. We talked about this when we were talking about the offensive coordinator bringing pieces in. And if you guys remember, I had mentioned, not blending some of these offensive coordinators we were talking about just with what Jeff Stoutland likes to do, more of that aggressive, vicious power running. And I think it's more the finesse, as people know the McVay system. But I mean, I don't think you couldn't make it work. Like, it's not like Jeff Stoutland doesn't, know how to do things or, whatever. And you would think, maybe Mannion would want somebody that knows what they're doing there, but I don't know, man, because, it is Jeff Stoutland who decided to step away. So we're going to talk about that here tonight. Appreciate you taking the time. Oh, what a day it's been. And then we get this news. Did my best to get here to try to make this show, talk about it with you guys. Love to hear your thoughts on this. I know it's been a few days. It definitely looked forward to talking to you guys on Friday, but, we'll make an exception. So you can see, made himself a little post. Philadelphia decided my time coaching with the Eagles has come to an end. When I arrived here in 2013, I did not know what I was signing up for. Quickly learned what this city demands, but more importantly, what it gives back. The past 13 years have been the great privilege of my coaching career. Didn't just work here. I became one of you. Stout out. Son of a... I don't like this at all. 13 years we've had that beautiful son of a... This sucks. So we know what Stout brings to the table. Obviously a great offensive line coach, run game coordinator, but you can't replace a guy like that. Tiffany, appreciate you tuning in. Very heartbreaking. And Doyle, a lot of changes for sure. It's always go Birds, though, my man, always. And scapegoating, no, it just, he wanted to step down. And like I told you guys, this was unfortunately on the table. Lambaroo, appreciate you tuning in. And look, it's very horrible news indeed. But the way it looks right now is he's stepping away, but still welcome in the building, still can be part of this team if he wants in some capacity, whether, just coming in as a consultant, doing whatever. But he's still here. In that sense, but he's not our offensive line coach and run game coordinator. So that sucks. But Sean Mannion's coming here and he's going to bring his own guys. And he's, obviously that's one of those names. And quarterback coach, you saw, talked about a couple of names, Greg Olson and then Glennon or whatever the hell, the Cardinals pass game coordinator. So Scott Loeffler's probably gone. He's definitely going to be gone if they're looking for a new coordinator there. But, when you're changing coordinators, these things are going to happen. So it is definitely unfortunate, guys. But I'm just hoping that this new flavor, everybody wants a new flavor here. We want to up the passing game, and it's not like we're not going to run. But, I just think that these guys, sorry, I had to find this name, but Connor Sanger, I don't know what the hell I even said, but they're looking for a new quarterback coach, run game coordinator, offensive line coach, guys that they've talked to, Frank Smith, some of these guys, the coordinators that, we've talked about, potential coordinators that, could be positional coaches. So if these are guys he's played with, when he played and coached, had guys coaching over him, whatever it is, these guys know people throughout the league and they're going to make their own squad here. But this is Jeff Stoutland's decision. This was nobody telling him he had to go anywhere, and the Eagles did want him back. They did want to try to make things work. And, again, it's not like that's the reason, but this is why my source told me this is the biggest fear for, Lane Johnson and the guys is that Stout could be gone. And I just don't say that. Why? And obviously one of the things, he told me is one of the things we talked about. He completely different scheme of, I don't care though. This sucks. There's no way, I could feel good about this, so this blows. We'll just say that. But and if he's in the background somewhere, Lambaroo, I would be excited. because he's a genius. So that'd be great. Tough one indeed, man. But it is definitely sicko season. We've been going through it, Tim. A lot of videos already out. Go check it out. Talking about coaches, about the free agents, who should stay, who should go. But yeah, man, we'll see. But well, as I told you, Lane could retire. As I mentioned, my source told me last year that if he would have needed surgery, he would have retired. So that is on the table still. But things like this don't help anything at all. So but hey, if Lane wants to find his second win, that's fine. But he's still the best right tackle in the game, whether he finds his wind still under his sails or brings a new one. That dude is the best. And this team is completely different when he is on the field. So last year sucked, and it wasn't just him. Cam, Jurgens, and Dickerson were playing, but we could tell they were pretty banged up. So I think a healthy O-line will do wonders. But Jeff Stoutland being gone sucks. Still sucks. But God. But let's take a look at what the staff looks like right now. And again, he can definitely change whatever the hell he wants here. As they said, going to give you the reins. This is your offense here. So, yeah. We don't know who the O-line coach, run game coordinator will be. We know that Grizzard was brought in as the pass game coordinator. We are looking at a couple of names for the quarterbacks coach. And I love Jamal Singleton too. So this would be horrible if you get rid of him too. But I think he's great with the backs. The backs love him. I'm not so sure, you need to get rid of someone like him, man. But I don't know. Now, wide receivers coach Aaron Moorhead, we've talked about him. Jason Michael, tight ends coach, I don't care there. But Moorhead, maybe bring somebody else in. I would bring my own positional coaches. I would just keep Singleton, really. Everyone else can go. I don't care. I think Singleton would be the one guy I would keep on to, especially now that you are, without Loeffler, without Stout, a couple of guys, some seasoned vets that I really like. So, it blows. But again, he's got guys in mind. As I mentioned, Frank Smith, somebody, who's definitely a potential candidate. There are other guys that when he played, there's many of years that he played that there could be a random ass dude. And we always joke about that, but that's how the coaching cycle works. I'm never going to be able to tell you who the hell we're getting as a coach, but there are a lot of options, and you could go down the trail and just look up where he worked, when he worked. And, obviously I don't have time to do that right now, but I could just tell you, he's going to bring his own guy. And that's what I told you when we hired him. And the worst potential news would be Stoutland not being here. And well, we got it. I really hate when my sources write about stuff like this because it's just really been pissing me off for a week. But I mean, I guess it's over now. I don't have to have that hanging over my head, but he's actually gone. That really sucks, dude. That really sucks. But let me know how you guys are feeling. Maybe you've got some thoughts in mind who you would bring in. Either way, I hate it. And wow. But if we're looking again for this offense to, get that Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay style, LaFleur, who he was obviously coaching under there with the Packers, but talking about the guys he played under, what kind of system we're thinking he's running by watching him, running the East team and doing these things where it's like we're pretty clear on, his mindset, and that's what everybody's been asking for. So you got to be careful what you ask for. So everybody wanted a new flavor. Well, here it is. So it is what it is. Possibly, yeah, nobody replaces Stout. Stout's the man. But here now, Mr. Kelsey. Yeah, Kelsey. Well, maybe one day I'll be a coach. This last season, yeah, man, I'm not lying to you. I promise you. When I tell you this stuff, it's straight from the guy. I mean, take it if you want. You don't have to. But when it all just keeps happening, I don't know. But, yeah, this is going to be a whole new team here after, I think, Lane's gone. BG's here now, kind of, but he'll be gone. And it's really just these young guys, man. It's time to take over. It's time to spread your wings, man. So I was putting together our roster and looking at the needs. And obviously, we're going to have to look at the offensive line. We're always looking in the trenches. But that's something, I think the Eagles will definitely be doing is looking to get younger all over the offensive line. So Trey Thomas still training. I don't think Trey could still play, but if he wants to, definitely give it a shot. I always love Trey, one of my favorites. Has been here for a while. Also, hasn't he, Jimmy? Yeah, and he could definitely move up. But again, I just don't think that that's one of the things he's going to do is keep a positional coach. The only person I could possibly see is Jamal Singleton, because he's also assistant head coach, not to be confused with assistant to the head coach, which you saw also there. But to coach, I don't know all about that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I would go after a real coach, though. I would get somebody, that's been doing it and knows this style. That's what he's going to be looking for, and that's obviously why he brought in Grizzard, and he's going to, bring in maybe even guys with a little bit of different flavors. But a lot of these guys bring something different to the table, and that's what you want, man. You want masterminds throughout the week coming up with these game plans, and then, yeah, you have one guy calling plays, but this is a group effort, man. Whether people just figured that out in week 17 last year, figured out who Scott Loeffler was, I had the guy for a whole year. But this is why I make these videos. You try to get people to understand who every single person is. I break down every coach, every practice squad player, every single thing you would ever need to know. So you don't have to be one of those bandwagon fans that says, who? To every single player and coach that's on the team. It's like, I don't know, the players that you're supposed to be a fan of. The coaches you should know. But what they do know is that this is a whole new era coming. So regardless of people wanting to be mad about it or not, there's nothing I can do there. It sucks. Stoutland is the effing man, and I will always love him. It's going to suck being able to say, well, good thing we got Stout. We just signed this random-ass undrafted free agent, at least 6'7", and we got Stout, baby. He can do anything. That's going to blow. But he's getting up there. Vic's getting up there. This is going to be tough, but this is why you hope that you can hold on to some of these guys. And, people, as much as people get pissed off about, keeping coaches that have been in-house, sometimes it's a good thing when you're finding success that way. And I think this defense, Vic's going after this year, I would assume. So if you can hold on to Clint Hurt, or if you think somebody else, Joe Casper or somebody can lead this defense, cool. But Greg Austin is his name, as you just saw on the list there. But if you guys missed it, I can show you again. But these are the ones that have just not, there's no report right now that but they could definitely be replaced. The question marks I just put where we know Stout's gone and we know Loeffler is gone because they're already looking at other quarterback coaches. So, yeah, there's, options that could definitely stick around. I just don't, I just don't know that that's the assistant O-line coach. If they're thinking a completely different way, I think they probably go that way. But I don't know. Maybe they want to keep some certain philosophies and certain things, and I don't know. But I do know that I'm going to have faith that they hired the right guy. And if I have faith in that, then I have to have faith that he is going to bring on the right guys to, help build this offense. And, I mean, you got to imagine he's got to be like a kid in a candy shop, because I sure as hell would be to be given this offense and given the reins. This is yours, man. Your first offensive coordinator job. I mean, I'd be doing everything in my power, dude, figuring it out. So I hope he's excited. I know he's young, but we've seen a lot of young, no-name guys come out and do some spectacular things in this city. So let's not sleep on the underdog. Let's try to have faith that they're going to do what they do. Stout stepping down right now because, he just is somebody that he wants to step away, and that's okay, man. But it is what it is. The elders meant when they said they don't like change. Yeah. And look, man, he probably just doesn't want to have to figure all the new stuff out and do it. He'll stick around in the back and, yep, let's go. But Bill Callahan, I feel like he just got hired somewhere. But we were that was one of the names we were talking about here on the show as potential. Not one of my top guys or anything, but he was out there. Don't know that he is anymore, but there's a lot of names still out there. And if I got to try to make a show about O-line coaches and run game corners, that's what we'll do, man. We'll look through, because that's something I wanted to do. Just been real busy trying to get ready for this new job. And I want to put together a list of like coaches he's, played for, played with, whatever the hell, certain guys that are on certain teams, whatever, that are available. Maybe they're not, or whatever. But we'll talk about all of it, man, as I always try. But if anything else happens, I'll do my best to get here. My schedule upcoming is going to be nuts. This new job is going to be insane. So I'm going to be doing everything I can to get out shows when I can. I'll let you know more once I figure out more. But Atlanta, yeah, no doubt. More reconfigure than a rebuild. Let's hope it sticks. Well, it's just a whole new offense, man. And that's what they said they were going to do. So not a rebuild in any way, shape, or form. I don't know who's out there saying that, but yeah, I wouldn't listen to them. This foundation of this team is here. They're bringing in new coaches because they want people that can make this offense explode. And we know it can, man. We know the talent's there. So I'm all about it. But we'll see. Well, maybe one of them, maybe two. We'll see. You guys can go check out that show, Stay or Go. Let me know how you feel about all 26 of the free agents we talked about on that show. I think we're down to 24 now. Well, it's 28 to start. But go ahead and check that bad boy out. I'm going to have a roster breakdown coming your way where we talk about what the roster looks like, who's a free agent. I already talked about who should stay or go, but positional strengths, getting us ready for free agency coming up next month. And then, of course, the following month, the draft. So, yeah, let's go and try to put all this information out so you guys have something. Because when I do start in a week, it's going to be insane. So I've been trying my best to get things together here, but it's just been insane. Life's always insane, doesn't stop. But thank you very much. Appreciate you all for supporting. Things are getting tough, so thank God I found this job. We all know the last job screwed me over, of course, falling on hard times. But you know what? This dude don't give up, and I just might have found myself quite the job. So I'm going to work my ass off, and I'm going to hope that it's the right job. I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to hope that everything works out. And hell, if it does, we'll actually have an awesome computer and all. Oh, man, I really just keep me in your prayers, your good vibes, wishes, whatever you guys got, whatever you believe in. I could use it all. It's just been intense in life, but I'm trying to stay positive. You guys are always helpful there. You keep me rocking. You keep me rolling, man. And I'm just going to keep, whenever the punches come, I'm just going to keep standing up, dude. Knock me down all you want. But it's that green in my blood. I really can't stand this light. It makes my teeth look bright. I got to change this. But I love you guys. And thank you very much. Really going to try my best. I even cut my hair. You guys didn't see it. It's all jacked up right now. But it's gone. It's all gone. It's all gone, ladies and gentlemen. But how could I almost finish the show without saying the 8-year anniversary of one of the greatest days of most of our lives? Wow. Seeing all the memories pop up today, like that day being at my dad's grave, my grandma's, my aunt, my cousins, my little brother, or big brother, sorry, would have been. I really get choked up watching that stuff, looking at that stuff, doing, everything I can to cherish those memories. And I hope you guys did the same. Hope you're enjoying your day of celebration. It's a holiday in these parts. Let's go. But you guys are awesome. And I can't thank you enough for always supporting me. And cut it off. Went to the interview. It was my second interview. I did it. I just went through. I've never done this extensive of stuff before, but it's been crazy. They're sending me away for 2 weeks to Mechanicsburg for training. It's pretty serious. I can make a lot of money if I do well. So we're going to hope that it finally pays off all my damn hard work. You guys know, you watch my story, you watch my journey. You know, I'm somebody that just, no matter this disease, anything, it doesn't stop me. I will always work my ass off. I hate that we live in a country that's like that, but I just am not going to give up, man. Just like my father taught me. And I appreciate you guys always riding with me, man. Things are about to look up. They are looking up. And doing all these tests today, doing all the stuff, it was crazy. And just trying to get this all together. I got to get my car fixed, all this stuff like before the next week. And then they just dropped a bomb on me that I have to buy a new iPad, which is like $1,000. It's like a 12.9 or something like that. Great. So, hey, I am really trying my best to keep kicking ass and believing that this is all going to work out because, well, I need it to. And you guys, it'll be much better for your experience too, because we've all been holding on to having a better experience, right? And being able to do stuff with you guys outside of the social media world. It's going to be awesome, man. So I appreciate you guys riding with me. Maybe I'll be able to make some videos while I'm at the hotel. I'll do what I can. We'll see. Of course, a lot of crazy stuff will probably happen while I'm away. But I still got my phone. I'll still try to do stuff when I'm out of class and all that stuff. But we'll see. I don't know why they're not giving me the iPad. I thought that was something that was talked about. Maybe it's something that I misread, because a lot of the other stuff I thought there was like $7,000 worth of material they give you for your sales pitch and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I am not paying $7,000, but it was not that. But maybe I'm reading it wrong, but I don't think so, dude. I'm a little taken aback by that one. But I think they just assume people have that kind of stuff. I do not. So might have to be buying myself one of those. So I love you guys. Thank you for your well wishes. I'm going to do my best to whoop some ass. Tate, my man. Appreciate you tuning in. I was just rolling out, talking about the stout. But love to hear your guys' thoughts. You have anything further? You're watching this later. You'd like to add something. Always down to talk some birds with you. But got to get rolling out here. I'll be back for Fan Friday this Friday because, well, it needs to happen. Tomorrow I'm going to be busy. So if anything happens, it might be a late one if anything does. But if not, look for me Friday. If not then, this weekend we're going to do some things. Getting this job has really turned everything upside down, what I wanted to do for sicko season. So bear with me as I try to navigate what the hell I'm going to do here, because you guys know how dedicated I am to doing all this draft stuff and doing all this stuff. And I don't know that I'm going to be really able to give you as much as I have. I'm still going to do my thing and give you my pick and all that, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to name every single person in the draft at every single position and go through what player I think would fit for the Eagles like that. You know what I mean? Like nobody does that anyway. That's a true sicko. And it's not like I get more than 100 or 200 views on that stuff anyway. So whatever. But exactly. That is exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to write that shit right off. I've already been like, okay, so I can write this off. And I'm learning. If you guys are more business oriented and could help me, I'd love that. You know, this will be my first time having a 401k and like benefits. I've had benefits before, but like just to the extreme nature, like I got to sign up the first 30 days. So I'm going to, I think, do that right. Or I have to wait for like the next cycle. I don't want to do that. I'm so confused because I've never had an awesome, like real job like this. And I'm so scared of all the things I had to go through before I got the job. Like, all right, now I'm going to do a background check. I'm like, oh, well, I did. But obviously I've gotten good jobs before, but I just always have to stress myself out. But we made it, man. And I had to fill out this thing. I'm on this like Paylocity app. 17 tasks. One of them was 39 pages, just to give you an idea of stuff I had to fill out and read. And it's taken up like multiple days, and I don't mind it. If it's going to be worth it, right? That's my mindset here. So staying positive, moving forward. But bear with me, guys, where like I know I'm not going to be able to, like I usually am on point with all this stuff, like trying to make a video right after news comes out stuff. If you like to hear my thoughts, might be a little bit later sometimes, but you guys have been doing that, you know, the last couple of years anyway. You guys know with my last job, the schedule was insane. This job, I'll just be driving all over Narnia, and they don't really like you doing anything else on work time. So I can't really be doing stuff while I'm driving. I don't want to be doing stuff while I'm driving. I just mean like if I'm somewhere else, but we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. I got breaks. I got hotels to stay at. So yeah, but I love you guys, man. And you know, that I'm not going anywhere. And knowing that you're here, that's all that really matters, man. I got you guys, my family, and we ride in these parts. Ride it on. And I will continue to do this. And, you know, if I am busier and I am making more money, sure, Might not be as much content, but hopefully the quality will be better, and I will be able to do things for you at a greater. I've wanted to do so many things for so long. So appreciate you bearing with me, man. Life just doesn't ever want to relent, but I was built for it. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Share this bad boy. Subscribe down below. But all I've got for you. So until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, say with me now, sickos. Go Birds!